Schools have been open for less than a week in Paterson, New Jersey, and in two separate incidents, elementary school students were overlooked sleeping on the school bus and never made it to class. Both bus drivers and two aides have been fired. On Friday, a kindergartner from Dale Avenue Elementary School was found sleeping on a bus operated by the company U.S. Student. Then Monday, a 6-year-old boy from Urban Leadership Academy was found sleeping on a bus operated by A1 Elegant. Paterson Superintendent Eileen Schaefer said in a statement, "This is unacceptable and I'm not having this on my watch. We cannot jeopardize the safety of our children due to an adult's neglect. And I will be perfectly clear today when I meet with all bus companies, any future incidents like this and the company will be fired."
It's scary. You never know if it could be your kid next, you know? Because my kid used to take the bus, and to hear that the kid fell asleep and the bus driver didn't check, it's crazy.
I also reached out to America's psychologist, Dr. Jeff Gardier.
Well, it's really hard to tell what can happen to children leaving them on the bus. It all depends on how traumatic the situation was for them. Some of them sometimes sleep through it and are awakened by someone onto the bus saying, "Oh my God, we just found you." Others are awake the whole time and they're terrified. And those are the ones I'm much more concerned about.
Now, in each case, the superintendent says the principals did the right thing by letting parents know that their children didn't make it to school. In Paterson, Ashley Johnson with Chasing News.
All right, thank you, Ashley. All right, guys, you got to weigh in. First of all, I think it's good that someone got fired, but what do you think? You're horrified as a mother?
This makes me want to throw up as a parent. I mean, the bus driver has one job, and that's to get those kids to and from school safely. And they absolutely failed. All you have to do is walk through the bus to make sure there are no kids there. How hard is that? This just really makes me sick as a parent. There should be no tolerance. They should be fired.
Well, then you're great. From a legal standpoint, what happened?
From a legal standpoint, listen, there are statutes on the books in terms of what you do in terms of education law for bus drivers, and they're very specific. And in this case, it doesn't seem like any one of those are followed, and perhaps it's the district needing to be a little more monitoring of what these bus drivers are doing on a daily basis, or actually on every route basis.
Do you expect a lawsuit from the parents?
I would sue.
Listen,
I totally would.
Can't we put this up as an honest mistake?
When you really look at this issue, this is a failure of the state. The state has taken over this district for the last, 2 decades, and you have a superintendent who's been hired by the state, making almost close to $200,000, a $15,000 increase in her salary. This is a failure of the state. And the reality is there should be a big banner out there with a bunch of parents out there talking about the Department of Education.
So what, you have to tell your bus drivers, make sure you don't leave any kids on the bus? Like, how? This is common sense.
You know what I think? It's happened with a couple of kids. It happened with that college student that escaped from Irma's path. I think they need to turn the air conditioning up so people stay awake on the bus. Maybe that's the real issue.